I have quit Binance Smart Chain. This is my story. Before we get to that, remember none of this is financial advice. They're just absolute musings of a maniac. Also, click subscribe, please. That would be greatly appreciated. That little red button. That's all I basically live for at this point. I'm Crypto Frog, looking dapper as always. Also, click thumbs up so you can be as happy as this gentleman slash doctor slash middle-aged model, I presume, likes to do when he watches Crypto Frog. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want. I have a ludicrous amount of followers right now, but we got to bump up those numbers on the old subscribe bridge on YouTube. Okay, subscribe, please, mama. So I'm out of Binance Smart Chain essentially. It seems to have entered like a rug pull phase, and I can't put myself through that ringer again. To be frank, I've fed enough villages, as they say, to make them Singapore if the money was directed properly. Sparkling clean toilets and no chewing gum, let alone piss-filled rivers and feces on the floor. Looking back, I always like to try new things, but I think I was always going to bid farewell to PancakeSwap and Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain projects have been rug pulling for millions of dollars, sometimes tens of millions of dollars in recent weeks, and they've been coming thick and fast. Now, the same games are played on different chains. Of course, it happens on Ethereum all the time, but the balance of power is different. With CZ watching and the bridges burning, the ruggers have nowhere to hide. It seems that it's going to reach the point where CZ and his crew will roll back their corporate chain because of the number of pissed off users. It's going to start hurting the bottom line of Binance. I think Binance will have planned in advance how they're going to handle such a scenario. I've been hit with a couple of rugs on Binance Smart Chain, but I believe a big one recently was Meerkat Finance. That was a big one. One of the biggest ones since the rise of PancakeSwap and the increased user numbers that came along with it. What this means is that protocols on Binance Smart Chain are no more secure than Ethereum, and I just prefer Ethereum. I prefer DeFi, not CeDeFi. And I know that 1,000,000% APYs are blatant scams. Hence, if I'm going to get rugged, I prefer to get rugged on ETH. Just cause if I do, it will be a well thought out rug, not just a corporate Disneyland cartoon Scrooge McDuck that I was deep down in my bones knowing that was gonna rug me. I'm always open to learning and adapting, and I really cannot stand maximalism. However, in my mind, it is a shame to have seen ETH's market share taken little hits here and there with the rise of BNB, Binance Coin, and with it being taken away with such a lack of creativity on the side of Binance Smart Chain. More and more, I'm thinking Binance Smart Chain is just a fad. So if you continue to use it, and I don't want to slag off people who continue to use it, but make hay while the sun shines, in my opinion. Also to people who kind of think CZ might come along riding along on a white horse or something to save you if you get mega rugged on Binance Smart Chain, I'm sorry to say that I don't think he's going to save you. He's already kind of distancing himself from Binance Smart Chain. As you can see from this tweet, I screenshotted it. Fun trivia about Binance Smart Chain. Most people wrongly attribute me as its founder. I, in fact, only read its white paper for the first time when I saw a link to it on Twitter. Happy face. While it must be said that the transactions are cheaper and quite possibly a lot faster, definitely faster than Ethereum, there lacks any real attempt by any projects, as far as I can really see, to push the boundaries of DeFi. It really is CeDeFi. It's like reality at Disneyland. It might be Disneyland where the hot dogs are 10 cents a pop, but it's still freaking Disneyland and fake AF. And that's what leaves the most bitter taste in my mouth, to be quite frank with y'all, is that with the recent spike in Ethereum's gas fees, it really was kind of like manna from heaven for Binance, who have really promoted hard the Binance Smart Chain as an alternative option, using their enormous base of users as a launch pad. And boy, did they ever ride that pony home. Now, I'm willing to change my mind, but as of the time of making this video, there's really nothing on Binance Smart Chain that excites grabs me as something new, whereas on Ethereum, it is just as lively as before, and it's more exciting, and it becomes more exciting by the day. I don't even care that it will cost me 30, 40, 50 bucks to ape into a project that'll be around for the long haul and is truly pushing the boundaries. Fucking right, I'll pay it. Fucking right. That being said, I can see where if there's a cheaper alternative, people are going to use it regardless if they are buying absolute shit, and quite a lot of stuff on Binance Smart Chain is absolute shit. Also, as a side note, there is a lot of absolute shit everywhere. It's just 99% of the creative good stuff is on Ethereum. Binance want noobs, and noobs want the most ridiculously high APY regardless. Shovel that shit in my mouth, CZ, they say. He is there with the shovel and the shit. There is one thing I want to say about Binance Smart Chain in a positive light, in that it's going to whet the appetite for users to go deeper down the DeFi rabbit hole, aka come over to Ethereum. I'm already seeing it in my Twitter DMs. In fact, people who are big into Binance Smart Chain are asking me about DeFi projects on Ethereum. In addition to that, people are learning about how DeFi kind of works with Binance Smart Chain. It's like learning to ride a bike. Binance Smart Chain, I suppose, is the place where you still have your training wheels on. But once you're ready to ride a BMX and do wheelies and jump off hills at unnecessarily high speeds, then you want to come over to Ethereum. Another good thing about Binance Smart Chain is that people who didn't know how to use MetaMask now do, because they've used Binance Smart Chain. They also know how to farm and yield the farm and do an honest day's work in the farm thanks to Binance Smart Chain. So they're good to go by the time they come over to the grade A gravy on Ethereum. So in that sense, it could be like Binance are tying a noose around its own neck unknowingly with Binance Smart Chain. Binance are catering for the demand, and the demand is there. But then when most people see the alternative, they don't mind paying the extra for the quality. Until a new project comes out that really grabs me by the old testes on Binance Smart Chain, I don't think I will be back. I always like trying new things, but to me, it just always kind of felt a bit fake and kind of dirty. What are your thoughts on Binance Smart Chain? Do you like it? Do you use it? What projects are actually good on Binance Smart Chain? Let me know which projects are pushing the space of decentralized finance forward instead of just being insert stupid number here, percent APY. Click like if you liked this video. Even if you didn't agree with what I had to say goodbye to CZ Binance. I am Crypto Frog. If you made it this far and are not a subscriber, do the right thing. Do the right thing, mate. Subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Disclaimer, none of this was financial advice. It's your money. You do what you want with it. That's what I'm saying, yo. Crypto Frog, signing out. Peace.